Ever wondered what it's like to wake up on a private island, sip champagne on a mega yacht, and casually move billions like chess pieces on a global scale? Welcome to the world of the richest wives on the planet, a league of powerhouses who don't just spend fortunes. They shape industries, influence markets, and redefine luxury itself. These women aren't just living the dream, they're building empires, dominating fashion, tech, and philanthropy, and rewriting the rules of wealth and power. Buckle up, it's time to meet the 10 richest wives in the world. Number 10. Marilyn Simons, a trailblazing PhD economist with a $31 billion fortune who's rewriting the rules of science philanthropy. As co-founder and president of the Simons Foundation, she and her husband, Jim Simons, pump a whopping $500 million each year into groundbreaking research, from genomics and neuroscience to autism studies and STEM education. Marilyn shuns the limelight, yet her impact is colossal. She's a champion for those often overlooked fields like quantum physics and tropical diseases, mentoring young scientists and transforming billions into global health and education breakthroughs. Number 9. Miriam Adelson, a powerhouse who turned her medical expertise into a $31.7 billion legacy. After inheriting control of Las Vegas Sands following her husband Sheldon Adelson's passing in 2021, Miriam didn't just step into his shoes, she redefined the game. As the largest shareholder of this $12 billion a year empire, she's boldly expanding its global reach while honoring his vision. Miriam channels her dual passions for medicine and business into groundbreaking research. Through the Adelson Family Foundation, she's donated over $1 billion to fuel advancements in addiction treatment and neuroscience, all while championing Jewish communities and strengthening US-Israel ties. Number 8 is Mackenzie Scott, a billionaire who's rewriting the rules of wealth. After her high-profile split from Jeff Bezos in 2019, she transformed her whopping $32.3 billion fortune into a force for change. Imagine this. In 2020, she unleashed an eye-popping $6 billion into causes that truly matter, and in 2023, she poured another $2.2 billion into over 360 grassroots nonprofits fighting for education, racial justice, and community progress. Number 7 is the unstoppable Savitri Jindal, Asia's richest woman with a net worth of $35 billion. Born into poverty in Assam in 1950, her early life was a relentless struggle of cramped quarters and endless chores. At just 15, she was swept into an unexpected marriage with a steel magnate twice her age, setting the stage for a jaw-dropping transformation. Then, in 2005, tragedy struck when her husband died in a helicopter crash. While many expected her to falter, Savitri turned heartbreak into raw power. She dived deep into the steel industry, not only mastering the business, but catapulting the Jindal Group into a global titan, quadrupling its size and launching massive mining ventures in Chile and Mozambique. Number 6. Abigail Johnson, a financial titan with a staggering net worth of $36 billion. As the powerhouse CEO of Fidelity Investments, she commands a financial behemoth managing over $11 trillion in assets. Inheriting the legacy from her grandfather and owning 28% of the company, Abigail has revolutionized modern finance by launching zero-fee funds, pioneering cryptocurrency services, and rolling out tech-driven tools that empower 43 million investors. Since taking the helm in 2014, she's not only democratized market access, but also embraced blockchain innovation to reshape our world of money. And her influence extends far beyond finance. Through the Fidelity Foundation, she's donated over $500 million to boost education, economic equality, and disaster relief, all while fiercely championing women in STEM and entrepreneurship. Number 5. Rafaela Aponte Diamant, from one ship to a global shipping empire. Born in Israel and raised in Switzerland, her destiny took a dramatic turn in the 1960s when she met ferry captain Gianluigi Aponte on a Capri cruise. That serendipitous encounter sparked a vision. In 1970, with just $200,000 in hand, They bought their first cargo ship, the Patricia, and launched the Mediterranean Shipping Company, now the world's largest private shipping giant. Today, Rafaela boasts an astonishing $39 billion fortune, steering over 4.8 million containers across the globe. Her relentless grit and visionary leadership turned a single ship into a titan of industry, skyrocketing their net worth from $8.4 billion in 2020 to over $46 billion in 2022. Number 4. Meet the billionaire who built her empire on chocolate, but her story is darker than a Snickers bar. Jacqueline Mars, America's secretive candy queen, inherited a fortune dripping with M&Ms, Milky Ways, and Snickers. But behind her $42.3 billion net worth lies a life of grit, tragedy, and secrets locked away like a hidden golden ticket. This philanthropic powerhouse saves history, funds operas, and lives like modern royalty at her Virginia equestrian paradise, Stonehall Farm. Yet, a devastating car crash in 2013 shattered her world, leaving a haunting scar on her legacy. Now, the burning question remains: what's next for this elusive heiress? Number 3. Julia Koch, an icon of wealth and impact with a jaw-dropping $74.2 billion fortune. As a central figure in one of America's most powerful business dynasties, Julia stepped into the spotlight after marrying David Koch in 1996 and inheriting a massive 42% stake in Koch Industries following his death in 2019. But she's no silent heir. She's a dynamic board member who drives the company's sustainability and job creation strategies. From her humble Iowa roots as a former fashion assistant to balancing a high-powered boardroom role while raising 3 children, Julia keeps it real and family first. And her true legacy? Through the David H. Koch Foundation, she's funneled over $1.3 billion into cancer research, the arts, education for underprivileged students, and disaster relief, transforming lives and communities with every dollar. Number 2. Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, the billionaire who prefers books over bling. With an astonishing $74.4 billion fortune, Françoise isn't just the richest woman on the planet, she's also one of the most mysterious. As the heiress to the L'Oréal empire, she could be living a life of endless luxury, but instead, she chooses a path of intellect, culture, and quiet philanthropy. A scholar at heart, she's the author of a 5-volume study on Jewish-Christian relations, proving that her mind is just as powerful as her bank account. But make no mistake, when the world needs her, she steps up. When Notre Dame Cathedral was engulfed in flames in 2019, Françoise and her family pledged a jaw-dropping $229 million for its restoration, ensuring that history lives on. Even as the owner of 34% of L'Oréal, she avoids the flash and fame, preferring serene Swiss retreats over extravagant parties. Through the Bettencourt-Schuler Foundation, she directs millions towards scientific research, arts, and healthcare. Number 1 is none other than Alice Walton, the Walmart heiress with a jaw-dropping net worth of $112.5 billion. Imagine a prodigy who burst onto Wall Street as an equity analyst and then launched her own investment bank, Lummer Company. At just 10 years old, a replica of a Picasso ignited her passion for art, which has since transformed into a legacy. Today, she's the mastermind behind the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas, a dazzling cultural gem showcasing American masterpieces by legends like Andy Warhol, Norman Rockwell, and Georgia O'Keeffe. But that's not all. Alice's philanthropic flair is as bold as her investments. In 2016, she dropped a staggering 3.7 million Walmart shares worth $225 million into the Walton Family Foundation, and just a year later, an additional $120 million helped birth an elite art school for tomorrow's creative geniuses. Which of these powerhouse women inspires you the most? Let us know in the comments.